Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna talk about the iPhone 6s in 2020, how it's holding up in the current situation in the current smartphone industry. Can you use this thing like in 2020 or the upcoming years, and how it's holding up? So let's talk about the very good performing and very good phone from the Apple many years ago. And yeah, of course it's still a very good smartphone. You can use this thing like very confidently with such a low price. So let's have a look. So this is the iPhone 6s, and yeah, let me get into it. Let's talk about, can you use this thing in 2020 or the upcoming years, and what about the software support, and what about the specs. You can get this thing like the base model for less than $150. First of all, I will definitely not recommend this phone to be used in 2020 or the upcoming years, and unless you have a very tight budget of around $100. And yeah, of course you can get this thing like for less than $150, the base model. But overall, if you want to use an iPhone or an iOS device and you have a very tight budget around $100, then you can use this thing like, and it will just get the job done. And yeah, it's a very good smartphone, and it has just celebrated its 5th birthday. But yeah, overall it's a very good smartphone. It's a very good performing smartphone. It has a very good processor. There is no performance issue in 2020, and it handles pretty much everything very smoothly, and there is no lag at all, and there is no problem in the performance. And the design wise, it looks very good. This 7000 series aluminum feels very good in the hand, and the screen is good. It's bright, it's colorful, with a decent PPI, and it has a headphone jack and a very good camera. The photos are very good, very clear and very detailed, so there is no problem with the camera and the performance, and with the design, with the looks, and with the screen as well. But the downside is the battery life. I think you can get 2.5 to 3 hours of screen on time with a full charge. Battery behavior is like a little bit bad. Sometimes it just drops 20% or 25% in just 2 or 5 minutes, so the battery life is definitely not good. But overall, if you want to use an iOS device or an iPhone at a very low price, you can use this thing in 2020 as well. And of course it's upgradable to iOS 14 in the future. I don't know if it will get the iOS updates or not, but yeah, currently it's definitely upgradable to iOS 14, the latest iOS, and it's smooth and fluid with the new iOS. And yeah, there is no problem at all in the performance, in the speed. I personally don't recommend this phone because the iPhone 7 is there, the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus is there at a very good prices, and of course the iPhone SE 2020 is there with the newest flagship processor and the camera. If you just want to use an iPhone at a very low price, so there is no problem in this phone. With the exception of the battery, you will be having a very bad battery life, and there is no doubt this phone is like an old phone, 5 years old phone. And another downside is that it will not be getting the iOS updates like in the near future, and I don't think so it will be getting the further updates like the iOS 15 or the upcoming iOS updates. And yeah, the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8 will be getting the further updates, and the iPhone SE 2020 will be getting the software support like for the upcoming years. But yeah, definitely the iPhone SE 2020 is far more expensive than the iPhone 6s. And I just said that if you want to use an iOS device or an iPhone at a lowest possible price, then you can get this thing, you can use this thing. There is no problem in using this phone. You will definitely have to look at the battery life and the upcoming software support. So, and yeah, overall it's a very good performing smartphone. It's a very good looking smartphone. The screen is like pretty much the same as the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8 and the iPhone SE 2020 as well. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the iPhone 6s, or do you still use this phone in 2020, and what is your experience with it? So that's pretty much it, and thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe and hit that like. I will see you in the next one.